Plough pose. So Plough pose I use a lot in my sequences because it's like sometimes it can feel a little bit easier as an inversion just on the neck and the shoulders. It can also feel very cramped because of this Jalandhara bandha. It's, you know, never more is it noticeable that it's engaged as in Plough pose and shoulder stand, because when you're upside down, this bandha then becomes your root lock and it changes around. So you'll really feel it here, but hopefully I'll show you a little technique to try and create a little bit of space sort of in the between the chin and the collarbones here, just to make it a little bit easier. But I would start from lying down. And generally I would have the hands alongside. So I would say bend the knees, draw the knees into the chest, take an inhale, and on the exhale push into the hands, lift the feet up and over the head and bring toes down to the floor. So you can keep the hands here, which will help support you if you're feeling like it's trying to push you back. You could bring the hands into the small of the back, again, which can just help tip you forward a little. Or you could bring the hands to the feet. Okay. So, if the hands are on the floor, you feel this trap here in the throat area. If you push into the shoulders and lift your head and flatten the back of your neck and lift up and then come over, rather than just trying to close straight in and over like this, you see how it traps my throat? What I would do is I would lift up, create a bit of space, and then move over into that space. But again, hands can come to the feet. But then once you've created that space in the back of the neck and loosened off that tension in the neck, nice big breaths, tummy in. And I would cue on an inhale, bend the knees, roll down through the spine, and then as the legs are coming down, bring the hands underneath the bum, straighten the legs, push into the forearms, and as you tip the tailbone down, lift the chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and have your little counter pose. Inhale, lift, bend the knees, and come up to seated. So you see how when I come into the plough, I lift up and then allow my feet to come over. So I'm not just rolling straight over on myself. I'm lifting up onto my shoulders a little bit. I'm lifting the small of my back, the lumbar off the floor, and I'm creating length to go up, and then it can move into. So I'll show you that again. So I'm pushing into the hands. I will inhale up. So I'm lifting up. You see the space? I've lifted my back up off the floor, my shoulders are back, chin is lifted, and then I've created this space to actually move over without all of that feeling of being trapped in the neck. And it's one of them poses that everybody's going to be at a different level at it in your class. So that's why I say if the hands on the floor is helping your student feel like they're in the plough, or bringing the hands to the small of the back like you would in a shoulder stand, and it helps them feel supported, I think it's all good, really. I think as long as they're getting that posture in and where the hands are and where they're supporting themselves to help themselves is all good. So There it is, plough pose. Remember, you lift up, create space, and then move into the space. Nice long legs, think thighs are engaged, and that'll help keep the legs nice and straight for you. So, there we have it, plough pose. Namaste.